The S&P 500 right now is trying to break the uptrending support. Guys, this is a major warning signal, not only for the regular financial markets, but also for Bitcoin. So the coming days can be actually quite turbulent. We are going to have a look at that in today's video. So guys, make sure to scroll below this video, smash the thumbs up button if you appreciate this update. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, also very important. We almost reached 15,000 subscribers. That is truly amazing. So let's reach that goal as soon as possible. Now let's dive right into it, and not starting with the Bitcoin chart, but starting with the S&P 500, because there is a very clear correlation between the S&P 500 and Bitcoin, especially when we are seeing panic occurring in, for example, the S&P 500. So we are seeing a drop, then that panic most of the time is also being expressed in different asset classes, and especially in Bitcoin. So what I've been talking about right here, guys, is that we are trading in a rising wedge formation. We are ending that rising wedge formation with bearish divergences on the daily time frame, right? Higher highs in the price, lower highs in the RSI. This is a divergence, and I've said that the moment we are going to break that uptrending support, that could be the first signal that we are in for a further drop right here in the S&P 500. And this is not the only sign that I'm using to confirm volatility to the downside in the S&P 500. I've been showing you guys a chart, another chart where we can predict a certain breakout in the S&P 500 as well. And this chart is showing a alarming signal, and that is of course the volatility index. So let's go to the volatility index and let's make this into a line chart right here. Then what we can see right here, guys, is that right here in this time, the moment we broke out of this formation, out of this declining resistance, let me show you guys exactly what I mean. So we put on the S&P 500. So the moment we broke out of this formation, that was right before this major pop dump, right? Because this volatility index is showing us the volatility decrease, and then we get a volatility breakout. And the volatility breakout is actually always a bearish signal, and is a move to the downside. Most of the time comes along with a dump. And this is a chart you want to be watching, because it has been predicting the previous dump. Right now it is looking quite shaky, to be honest, because we haven't seen a decisive breakout yet, but we are testing the resistance. So if we are going to see something like this, then yes, you really want to be careful with your long positions, because most likely we could be in, that could be a signal that we could be seeing quite of a drop or if of a correction in the S&P 500, which will also have an effect on Bitcoin. And we might not see something similar like we have seen in March 2020 right here. So that is not so much where I'm afraid of, but more. And let me go to the S&P 500. I'm more afraid of something like this, where, let's go back to the candle chart, where we would get a pullback for right here till the former resistance of the rising channel, right? That would be a drop of 5%. And a 5% drop in the S&P 500, guys, that is quite a big of a drop. That will cause, that can cause quite some panic, and I think that will be expressed as well in the Bitcoin price. When we have a look at Bitcoin right now, then we can see that our date based on geometry is also coming closer, which is talking about a Bitcoin bottom, right? So it makes also sense in one case to say like, okay, in Bitcoin we could still be seeing something like this, where we had seen the drop, retracement, which was till the 50% Fibonacci level, and eventually we are going to see a further drop. Don't know if it's going to be that low, but just like that it's not going to be a simple pullback and continue this uptrend, but that it's going to finish a ABC type of correction before continuing this uptrend. Because guys, like we said, the on-chain statistics are still looking very bullish. But that on-chain statistics are not always the best indicators for the direct, immediately price action. So we have to be realistic about that as well. Then guys, when we go to the 4-hour time frame, let's quickly go over that. Then we can see that we actually Bitcoin structure is not looking that bearish. We have a uptrend, we have some form of a bull flag formation. We had a retracement on the RSI, which was further than the price right here. That is interesting. That's an interesting sign. If we go to the shorter term time frame right here, if we go to the 1 hour time frame, we actually have a nice bullish divergence. I want to show you guys. So right here the price is setting lower lows. In the RSI we have been setting slightly higher low, or a form of a double bottom pattern. We had a declining resistance on the RSI, also broke that to the upside. So right now in the next hours, Bitcoin is not looking too bearish, to be honest, actually looking quite good. However, I am worried about what is happening with the S&P 500, because if we are going to see that further drop in the S&P 500 later next week, then yeah, we might see that also being expressed in the price of Bitcoin. So you definitely want to be watching that. Of course, you want to be watching the zone that we are trading in right now, the zone between the 38.20%, which is at 47,236, and the resistance at the 50% Fibonacci level at 48,280. Guys, these are the levels and signals that I'm watching right now. If we are seeing follow through on the S&P 500, that could have a bearish effect on the price of Bitcoin. If we are seeing the volatility index have a decisive breakout, that is a major warning signal of a further pullback in the S&P 500. And I think the chances are more likely that we are going to see that panic, if we were to get that drop, also being expressed in the Bitcoin price. So this is something we really have to consider right here, because we just seeing some evidence that we might see still a further drop in the price of Bitcoin before we are going to continue this uptrend. Really depends on the S&P 500, but nevertheless we are seeing the first signals right now, so that is very important to watch. Let's go quickly back to the S&P 500. For everybody who's interested in trading the S&P 500, if you want to short the S&P 500, you can do that over on the Prime XBT exchange using Bitcoin as collateral. I have my affiliate link down below. You will get a 50% deposit bonus if you use my affiliate link to sign up. But what we can see right here, and that is also something we have to watch, is that we do have some form of a bullish divergence right here. And it's still possible for the S&P 500 to quickly reclaim this level, and that this will result in a fake out. Honestly, it looks like a breakout already, but still we do see some opposite signals in the relative strength index. Also, one chart you can be watching during the weekend is the mini S&P futures right here. Let's go to the daily time frame, because here we can also see that we had a clear breakout right here, a break of this trend line, which most likely shows us that we can see a further drop in the coming days and maybe even weeks. So this is a chart you want to be watching as well, and this is just basically a huge warning signal for crypto too, and not that much a warning signal for the next coming months. Like I said, we could be seeing that pullback over the coming weeks, and then afterwards just continue this uptrend. Guys, let me quickly show you Ethereum, because we have been talking about Ethereum as well. And for example, right here, it would also kind of make sense to see some form of a pullback and still look bullish. And similar is with Bitcoin. So right here we still could see a pullback, Ethereum going to the levels of, let's say, 3,000, 2,950, and still be in the cup of a potential cup and handle formation. So if we do see a pullback, it doesn't have to be bearish. Also, when we have a look at Bitcoin, for example, we zoom out right here. If we were to get a pullback right there, it's not looking bearish yet, as long as we are holding above this trend line right here. But it does mean that Bitcoin is might be providing us with a nice buying opportunity in the not so distant future. So guys, that could mean that Bitcoin could provide us with a nice buying opportunity in the not so distant future. Guys, that was it for today's analysis. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a thumbs up. That is very much appreciated. if you are interested in trading Bitcoin, make sure to sign up on Bybit, Femix and the PrimeXPT platform. You can find my affiliate links down below. If you sign up on one of these platforms using my affiliate link, you can get an additional bonus. On the Bybit exchange, that is $610 US. On the Femix platform, that is a bonus of $2,000 US. And on the PrimeXPT exchange, you can get a bonus, a deposit bonus of 50% and a 25% discount on your fees. So guys, if you are interested in that, you can find my affiliate links down below. If you want to learn how to use one of these platforms, I've made multiple tutorials on that. You can have a look at those. Then I want to wish every single one of you an awesome day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.